What's going on, folks? It's the world's heavyweight champion again, and um, I'm here to talk to y'all about video games. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about today. So, what are your favorite video games? It could be any game you like. Hell, it could be more than one game. I have a list. Well, not necessarily a list. I just have, a few games I play every now and then when I'm bored or when I feel like playing a game. I don't play games that often like I used to. I'm a lifer. The first system I ever started off with was the Atari 2600. Yeah, I'm that old. The second system was the Nintendo. First game I got with that, well, it came with Duck Hunt and Mario Brothers. I love that game. It took me 2 months to beat it. My God. It took me 2 months to beat that game. Nowadays, it seems like it take you the same day you buy the game to beat it. Uh, my favorite games would be the Gears of War franchise, except for Judgment. Oh my God, I hated that game. That game was terrible upon terrible. I like the Assassin's Creed franchise. Well, I liked it so much I bought them all again. And the one I downloaded on my hard drive, the one with the girl in, I can't remember the name of it. Uh, I play wrestling games. I played them all since No Mercy. Even the WCW games. They need to make a TNA game. That first TNA game was terrible. My God, that game was hard and terrible. I love football games. I don't play Madden. Man just aggravated me over the years. The last one I played, Vince Young was on the cover of it, and he was the only reason I bought that game. I'm a Vince Young fan, if you want to know, and I'm a Michael Vick fan. Please don't crucify me like that. I like the 2K sports games when they don't aggravate me. Those games piss me off so bad. I deleted 2K14 on my hard drive. It pissed me off so bad. But um, MMA, boxing games, ninja game. I like games as long as they're good. I'm not biased towards any game except first person shooters. I do not like first person shooters. I've always been the type of person that I want to see who I'm playing with while I'm playing the game. It just looks kind of stupid seeing a hand seeing 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 this right here as your game. That's kind of stupid. I don't like that. I'd rather see how you see in me. I'd rather see that, not no gun or not. That's why I don't play the Call of Duty games. I've never played a Call of Duty game. I've never played a Battlefield game. Never played a Halo. None. I've never played any first person shooter game. I have a 13-year-old daughter, so we play the Lego games every now and then, and those are actually kind of fun. I grew up on Legos, so it don't really bother me about playing Lego games. Don't judge me. uh, my favorite game. Wow, it's kind of interesting. What is my favorite game? Well, I did get into Skyrim after I talked shit about it. I talked shit about the game when it first came out, and I bought the game, and it's basically what I mostly play now. The vanilla version, not the PC. I have an Xbox 360 and a PS3, but I let a friend of mine borrow the PS3, so I couldn't really stay in that damn system. My favorite game right now would be Dragon's Dogma. Actually, I like RPG games as long as they're good, as long as they're exciting and there's much to do. That's my only complaint about Dragon's Dogma. It's not as open world as you'd like it to be. I don't know what they call that term. It's like it's a good game, mind you. If you haven't played it, you should check it out. Um, it's you build your character, guy or female. I'm a female game. I play with female characters a lot because when I don't I don't sexually objectify them. I well hell, you can't do that anyway in this game, so it don't really matter. But you build you a character, and the game will start, and this dragon it sets down and destroys your hometown you live in. You have to fight it. Well, it's the first part of the game, so you're really not going to do any damage to it. Me, I just run away from it, and the cutscene pops up anyway, so you don't really have to fight it. You don't really have to hit the dragon. You can just run up the stairs, and it'll or let the dragon breathe on you, breathe the fire on you. It's not gonna kill you or anything. I just do that. I ain't got time to be fighting that damn thing because it don't do any damage to it. So what's the point? After that, he takes your heart. He talks some dumb shit to you. You wake up inside a house and it sets out from there. You have to go reclaim your heart back from a dragon. Or when I first heard the story back when it first was talking about it, I'm like, that is so dumb. You lose your heart to a dragon. Shouldn't you be dead? And then you have to go reclaim your heart. That is the dumbest thing in the world. But after playing it, I actually enjoy it. Um, then after doing a couple of missions, you build what they call a pawn, a companion, and you build your companion, male or female, and they basically serve you. That they basically do your bidding. When you fight, they fight. The only bad thing about it is, well, it's not necessarily a bad thing if you look at it. You have to like level them up and like give them wisdom so you can go online to share your pawn with other players from around the world who may want to use your pawn to help them out in a quest to do it. Because I use a lot of people's pawns online, and they got some pretty cool pawns that they be making. I got a guy now. He sounds like Darth Vader, but since I deleted all my data and restarted it, I finished that game months ago. I just deleted it and started over because I love that game so much. I'm gonna have to slowly build him back up, but it's a pretty good game. The only problem is, as I said, after you kill the dragon, you kill what you have to fight what they call the seneschal, or in their world, the maker. And if you're online, you fight a player generated version of the seneschal or the maker. It could be somebody. It could be somebody in China, Japan, Australia, England's character you're fighting, or if you're not online, you'll be fighting one of your creations. And I'm pretty sure you don't want to fight. Well, that'll be the safe bet to go to fight your creation because you know what you gave that character, you know what you gave that pawn, so it'll be easy to beat him. Now, if you're online fighting one of his characters, then you don't know what you're gonna get with him. But after you beat him, the cycle starts anew. You create a new character, unless you want to keep the same one. You go back through the first part. You do all that again. It got kind of repetitive and got kind of old after a while. Then they added DLC where you go to Bitter Black Owl, and that's the same thing. You go down there, you fight the big boss down there. You come out, you talk to the two people. Then if you want to, you go back down there again and fight him again. Come back out, and if you want to, you go. It got kind of repetitive. Now that game is great, but for part two of that game, because they're talking about making another one, it should be an open world game like Skyrim. I rate this game. I've always said that this game was a mix between Devil May Cry, Resident Evil, because at nighttime it turns into like a survival horror thing with with undead popping out the ground at random times and all types of stuff. It's Devil May Cry, Resident Evil, Shadows of the Colossus, because you could climb giant cyclopses. They got cyclopses, dragons you can climb, griffins. They're all bigger than you, so it's kind of interesting. Oh, and there's no fast travel in the game per se. There's these little, I don't know what they call, but you can set them in like strategic places, and you can use like a fairy stone and move from one area to another. There's no like Skyrim. You got to discover the place where you go to it before you can fast travel. That's not an option here. There's no fast travel at all. A lot of people didn't like that. I didn't like it, but I don't really fast travel no way. I do with Skyrim because that's a big ass map. And the only downside to that game, your pawns, they talk too much. And it's repetitive too. They're repetitive talking. But, you know, there's some other games I play. I play X-Men Destiny. I know I'm going to get ragged on for that game. I played X-Men Destiny. I didn't like it. But hey, I bought the game, so I had to finish it. I was obligated to finish it. I own the Tomb Raider game. I hadn't played Tomb Raider since Anniversary. Yeah, I ain't played Tomb Raider game since Anniversary, and then I bought the new one. Fell in love with it. I finished it. I might just delete the data and do it again, and go back through it again. I got the prototype games. A lot of people hated the second prototype because they changed the character. It was no big deal to me. It was in the same area as the first game. They just expanded the area and changed the character. So what? People need to stop whining about when something gets changed to the next game. Why don't y'all have that same? Why don't y'all whine when Call of Duty makes the exact same shit every year, but just add a new map here, a new weapon there, and just say here's a new Call of Duty. What else I played this action event? Oh, I played the X-Men Origins Wolverine game. If you ain't played it, I recommend you get it. You don't have to, but I recommend you should get it. My hard drive is full with so many games I can't even name them all. Mr. Arcade games I have that I don't really play. I finished them. I just didn't really like them. I mean, see, for me, if I don't like a game, I'm still gonna finish it because I paid my money to finish it. I mean, I'm obligated to finish it because I paid my money. But I'll delete it off my hard drive, never to download it again, or I'll take it back to GameStop. But I'm not just gonna, hey man, I don't like this game. This game suck. I'm just gonna take it out and get rid of it. No, I'm gonna finish it. So that way, if somebody asks, hey, why you bring this game back? I have some points to say why this game sucks or why it's not that great. I don't want to just I never finished it, so I don't know why. You know you know people like that who they don't finish a game, and then when you ask them why they don't like the game, they can't tell you why they didn't like it because they never finished it. Me, I never liked the game, but I can tell you why I didn't like it because I finished it. Damn, I've been a gamer all my life. From my first game, probably forever. That's all I enjoy doing is gaming. I mean, one, it keeps you out of trouble. For those who got girlfriends or wives, it keeps you out of trouble. Would you rather for your girl to say, you always going out? Or would you rather for her to say, you always on that damn game? Hey, you can always pause a game. DC Universe Online, I've played that on the PS3 and the PC. I mean, I'm not a big fan of the PC because there's really nothing that special about the PC, except for the graphics. Other than that, there's really no big difference. And there's some games like Skyrim you can mod, but nah, I'm more of a console gamer. I've been a console gamer all my life. I played DC Universe on the PC. I played it on PS3. There's really no big difference. People are still annoying as hell on that game. People still troll you. People are still stupid too. Damn, dude like my old army roommate. Oh, I'm watching Law and Order SVU. Just got like my old army roommate. Wow. Uh, I played. No, I don't play Minecraft. I don't play. I played Grand Theft Auto 5. Wasn't my cup of tea. I mean, I said it before. I'm not a fan of a game that's played in the perspective of three different people. I'd rather have one and just go through the story. And I've emailed Rockstar about a few months before Saints Row 4 came out. I played all the Saints Row games. I still own Saints Row 2. That's to me that's still the best one in the series, to be honest with you. Saints Row 2, to me, that's still the best one in the series because 3, it was good, but it wasn't on it wasn't on par with 2 because they fucking killed Johnny Gat. I mean, really, really, really. How you supposed to play a game without freaking Johnny Gat? That's the man, dog. How you go? Oh my gosh, they ruined that game. 4 just got freaking outlandish with the aliens and the virtual reality. I finished that damn game and got rid of it. That game was too. One, it was too short. It was too easy to finish. No matter what the difficulty was, it was too easy to finish, and it was just downright terrible with the aliens. No, I wasn't feeling that. Saints Row 2 is still the best one in the franchise, so I still keep it. I mean, I still play it every now and then. Uh, what else I play? Oh, I emailed Rockstar a few months before Saints Row 4 came out, asking them in the future if they're gonna make a game like that, can you build your own character? I ain't talking about the online mode they came out with. I mean like a story mode. Build your own character and go through the story with him or her. And one of the guys, it was about a week later, one of the guys who helped make all the GTA games and Red Dead Redemption, I'll talk about that next. He said he loves to create people in the game too. He's a big fan of the character creation, and he would see if he could pass the idea along to his comrades. And I doubt they'll listen to just one lowly person. If everybody who likes that idea was to get together and do that, then they'd have to listen. Red Dead Redemption, I still play that game. I love it. They're talking about making another one, a sequel to that game. But where can you go after his dumbass son? I didn't like his son, but where can you go with Red Dead Redemption or Red Dead whatever they'll call it, if they still call it Red Dead Redemption, if they still call it Red Dead for that matter. Where can you go? Into the future? I don't know. That's something I could discuss on a later date once I have more information on it. I play Streets of Rage 2. I got it from Xbox Live. I play a lot of I play a lot of games people don't even approve of. I mean, I play Ride to Hell. That game, everybody's talking about that's the worst game out there. It's bad, but not as bad as everybody make it not to be. Everybody just trashing that game. Half of the motherfuckers who trash in the game probably never even played it. But everybody got their own opinions, I guess. But with an opinion, people bash you for their opinions. Yes, you just heard my 360 cut off. I play. Oh, I also download some emulators off my laptop on my laptop. I don't ever play them. I don't play them anymore. I really don't. Uh, I play my favorite all-time wrestling game. If I have to go back to wrestling, my favorite all-time wrestling game will be WWF No Mercy. Uh, the Killer Instinct game, I'm mad that they ruined it. A lot of people kind of hated me for that, but I'm mad. I'm mad they ruined that game because my two favorite characters, Orkin and Jago, got ruined. I was pissed when they ruined my characters. Oh, Batman, Arkham City, the Arkham series. I played the Arkham series. Arkham Origins was good, but it was too damn buggy. But I finished it through the bugs, got rid of it, wiped that game out. I play Arkham City from time to time to try to get all those dumb Riddler trophies. Those things are hard to get. And yet I got them all in Arkham Origins. Can you believe that? I got them all in Arkham Asylum. But Arkham City, it's just too many of them. I have to stop after a while. Bayonetta, I played that. That's a game I never even heard of and got it and liked it. By the Bionic Commando games, I remember the original Bionic Commando, so I downloaded Bionic Commando Rearm and Rearm 2. This game called Bully from Rockstar, another Rockstar product. They're supposedly making a Bully sequel, but I don't know where you can go with that. I don't know where you can go with that. Dante's Inferno. It's a good game if you read the books that are written by I can't remember what's his name, the guy that wrote Dante's Inferno. But it's basically a God of War clone. That's how I look at it. I look at it as a God of War clone, except for he has a reason to do what he do, whereas Mr. Kratos don't really have a reason to do what he do. See, the guy in this game name is Dante, and he's basically going through 9 circles of hell just to find his wife. Noble? Yeah, it is kind of noble. Dragon's Dogma. The Dead Rising series. I haven't played 3 yet. I've yet to play Dead Rising 3. So I've seen my friend play it, and it looks pretty good, but I want to hear from you guys who played it. How is it for you? Because I want to play it. Double Dragon Neon. Ain't nothing but a remake of the original Double Dragon game. That cheating ass damn. Oh my god, that game is hard. That game is so hard, man. Enslaved. Yet another game I never heard of, and I bought this game out of Sears. I was down there buying another joystick. I smashed playing NBA 2K13, and I saw it in there and never even heard of it. And just picked it up, played it, and liked it. I can't even describe what it's about because it's been so long since I played it. Fight Night Champion. I love to get down. Love to get down boxing. I used to box as a kid, so it's pretty natural. I have to play my boxing games. Star Wars Force Unleashed. I got both of those games. A lot of people didn't like them, but hey, I liked them. I love those games. I mean, I finished them. I just start over. Have Gears of War 2 and 3. Okay. The first Gears of War game, it was a pre-order when I got Judgment. The other 2 games I downloaded from the network. Ghostbusters. Yes, Ghostbusters. Since Egon died, they don't have a director for the movie. I don't think they should do a movie. Now that Egon dead, I mean, you can't replace an icon like that. So I don't think they should do one. But this game was supposed to be what the third movie would have been had they made it then. You have to play the game to see what I'm talking about. Hydrophobia, another unheard of game that I just looked at the screenshots and say, hey, I like this game. I'll download it. I'm kind of gullible like that when it comes to games. You know, if the screenshots look good, or I go to YouTube and see some gameplay on it. If the gameplay looks good, then I'll give it a shot. That's what I did with Hydrophobia. I mean, I'm gullible like that. Sue me. Kingdoms of Amalur. This game was great, but it died in the sales because it was compared to Skyrim. A lot of people said it was a cartoon version of Skyrim. I could agree with that. It was a cartoon version of Skyrim, but it had more of a story than Skyrim did. Skyrim didn't really have much of a you about to get executed, as in all the Elder Scrolls games. You're some kind of prisoner in Elder Scrolls. You're some kind of prisoner who gets attacked by a dragon. You gotta go kill the damn dragon. That wasn't even that really and truly that dragon story they threw in that game is not even the main story. The Civil War is more the main story than the dragon. I think the Stormcloak Rebellion was more of the story than you going to kill a damn dragon. But in Amalur, that game died. I wanted a sequel to come through. But the people who made it, they got picked up by Epic Games, the the old Gears of War directors. And I don't know, nobody has said anything about making a sequel to it. I hope they do because I love that game. It's just too damn long. After you finish the main quest, which is long in itself, the side quests will tire you out. Because you got the side quest to do, you got the faction quest to do, then you got the DLC. If the main quest don't tire you out, the side quest will. But you get some pretty cool stuff in that game. L.A. Noire, or as most people call it, L.A. Boring. It wasn't that boring to me. It just, I saw a friend of mine play it. I couldn't get into that type of games where you gotta solve cases. I ain't got time to be solving no doggone cases. But then, I got the game and played it, and I actually enjoyed it. I mean, I had to cheat. Well, no mod. I just wrote down all the stuff that I picked, so the next time I play it, I can know what to go back to pick. NBA 2K13, Red Dead Redemption, Resident Evil 4. Resident Evil 4 is my all-time favorite Resident Evil game. That's my all-time favorite. I love that one. I still play the other ones. I played 5. 5 was good, but not on level as 4. Well, actually, 5 improved, or 5 improved on 4. 6 wasn't that great because I didn't like the view of different people as in GTA 5. Russian Attack is an arcade game I downloaded. It's based off the original version of that game. I can't remember the name of it. I think it's called Patriot or something like that. It's kind of good. It's a side scroller. It's kind of interesting. Saints Row 2, but Shadow Complex. It's basically Metroid with Nolan North in it. He's the voice of the main character you play with. If you play Metroid, if you played any of the old Metroids, I take that back. It's more like Metroid Fusion. It's more like Metroid Fusion. If you play Metroid Fusion, it's more like that game with Nolan North as the voice of the main guy. Skyrim, yes, I got Skyrim on my hard drive. Sleeping Dogs, I love that game. Love it. It was one of my favorite games to play. I still play that now and then because I finished the story and I deleted the data on it and I'm starting over again. Games I really like, I'll delete the data and start over so I can get a better experience of it. But that game was on point, and they're talking about making a sequel to it. And well, it's not going to be a Sleeping Dogs sequel. It's going to be a game in the Sleeping Dogs universe. So I don't know how that's going to play. I don't know how that's going to work. They haven't really said anything other than that. But we'll see. I hope it's as good as this one. Sonic and Knuckles. If you grew up a fan of Sonic the Hedgehog, you'll get a Sonic game. No. If you grew up a Sonic the Hedgehog fan, you will get a Sonic the Hedgehog game. I got Sonic and Knuckles, Sonic 2, Streets of Rage 2. I still play it every now and then. I always get the big dude, Max. Force Unleashed, I said those. The Witcher 2. Witcher 3 is coming freaking next year. Oh my god, I wanted that game. But Witcher 2, I didn't play Witcher 1, never even heard of the Witcher franchise. I'm, I'm I mean, I know about games, but I'm oblivious to some games. Like Witcher 2, I never even heard of this series. Friend of mine works at GameStop. He told me about the game, and I picked it up. I couldn't play it. I couldn't play it at first because I couldn't get into it. Couldn't get into it at first. So about a year later, I downloaded it from the network, and I sat down and actually played it. And I actually had a good time on it. I'm gonna delete the data. I think I can delete the data and go back and do it again from another side. I joined the elf dude. I can't even pronounce his name. I joined the elf dude side. Now I gotta join the other side. I think his name LaRose. I gotta join his side to go. Okay, I talked about Tomb Raider. Unbound Saga is a game from the network. It's like a comic book game where this dude got a he has no memory of who he is, and this girl, she knows who he is, but she doesn't want to tell him how she knows him, and they gotta go fight. And this is a beat 'em up side scroller comic zone. That's what I can put you in the mind of those who played that game. WWE 14, X Men Destiny, as I stated, X Men Origins Wolverine. Those are the games I have on my system. Uh, my gamer tag on the Xbox is Young Blaze 81. It's Young Space Blaze 81. Blaze and 81 is mashed together. So if you want to add me, you can add me. We can chat because I don't have Xbox Gold because I don't really play with people, so there's really no point of having it. But if you want to add me, just hit me up, send me a message, whatever you want. I will respond. Right now in my system, I got WWE because I was fresh off of WrestleMania. I always play wrestling games after wrestling goes off because I have an idea for a creative character, and when the show goes off, I'll turn the game on her to make that character, and then I end up deleting it. Right now, I'm gonna play Dragon's Dogma: Dark Arisen, which didn't make any sense to release the original game. Then turn around a few months later, you release DLC, but you combine that. Ain't make no damn sense. I hate when companies do that. I really don't like that. Now, free to play games. We're gonna get in free to play. I'm not a big fan of free to play games. I'm not a big fan of. Oh, sorry, I'm watching Law and Order at the same time. I'm not a big fan of free to play games unless they're good. Because there's been some free to play games like that just no. I refuse to waste my computer space downloading that junk. I downloaded this game called Neverwinter Dungeons and Dragons. I know about Dungeons and Dragons. I grew up on it. I played that game. That game was terrible. Deleted it. Uh, some Champions game I downloaded. Also terrible, so I deleted it. But DC Universe Online, I waited until that game was free. Hell, I didn't know it was gonna go free. I thought it wasn't. I waited till it was gonna go free, and I enjoyed it. Everybody keeps thinking that Elder Scrolls Online is gonna go free to play. I don't think it will. I don't think it will, because they already explained why it's not free to play now, which leads me to believe that it's not going to go free to play unless a lot of people don't buy it or just stop playing it because of the microtransactions and the subscription fee. It's bad enough you got to spend $60 on the game. Then they top on $15.99 or $19.99 for the subscription fee. Then the micro stuff in the game, you got to spend money to. No, man, you be dead broke trying to play that game. I think here's my ideal I had. I don't know how many of you would think about it. I said games, if you're gonna make a free to play game, don't make it free to play. Make it where you have the game for sale for $60, but include the subscription fee. What I mean is don't charge for the subscription fee or the micro, the stuff you gotta buy. Have all that included in the price of the $60 because what's the point of selling a game for $60 when you're gonna pay $14.99 a month or whatever you charge for the subscription fee? Then the microtransaction. I really just pay $6 for the game and have everything included. Only thing I should pay for is DLC when it's released. Makes sense, don't it? It would, but gaming companies think they know everything. They don't. They don't know everything, which is why people get laid off from these companies, which is why most of them shut down. They think they know everything, but they really don't. Oh, how do you look at free-to-play games? You may not like my idea. You may have your own idea that's better than mine. I want to hear it. Uh, uh, as far as games that I won't play, besides first-person shooters, friend tried to get me to play a first-person shooter game. I told him, no, you can't get me to play a first-person shooter game, man. I didn't even play the Duck Hunt game that came with the Nintendo. So that should tell you I don't like first-person shooter games. I didn't even play that game. I got that thing and threw it away. I bought the Xbox One when it came out, but that thing had so many issues with it, I got rid of it. Plus, the Kinect was trash. Every time I speak to it to do something, it never recognized my voice. And I spoke as plain as damn day, and it never recognized my voice. So I'm like, forget it. PS4, will I get it? I doubt it. I should, because a friend of mine has it. He has it, but I don't think I'll get it. I might. I've never been a fan of Sony. I mean, I bought the PS3, but like I said, I let him borrow it. Bought the PSP. I bought the PSP, but the internet never worked on it, so I smashed them. I I just like gaming. I mean, I'll talk about games. The a bad game. What's a bad game I played? I played a bad game that I just absolutely hated. Gears of War Judgment. Me and me and a friend played it. Oh, we got a release day one release. Well, actually, it was the midnight release. We got the midnight release, and we came back, stayed up all night playing that game together. I wasn't too impressed with it. I mean, I know it's supposed to be like a prequel to the series, but they could have did better than that. Now this Black Tusk Studios, I don't know, I've never heard of them, but Epic Games sold it to Microsoft, and Microsoft gave it to Black Tusk Studios. They have the franchise now. They have the IP address now, so they're announcing that they're gonna go back to its roots, but they should make a game based on E-Day, like what caused Marcus to desert his unit and what led up to his life imprisonment in prison. They need to go that route, or you could use some other characters, because I know most of y'all get tired of seeing Marcus in a damn game. I mean, he's one of my favorite characters, but I get tired of seeing his ass. I want to see some new characters. Spider-Man 2, the Amazing Spider-Man 2 game is coming soon. I haven't seen anything on it, but if it's anything like the first Amazing Spider-Man game, it should pique my interest. It's on IGN. I just haven't bothered to look. I've been busy. But if it's anything like the first Amazing Spider-Man, it should be good. The UFC game, EA just need to stop. Just stop. Just stop making games. Madden was your ultimate failure. This NBA Live 14 game was another failure. And you're going to go with UFC? But, for all you UFC fight fans, the man, the myth, the legend, the king himself, Bruce Lee. Yes, Bruce Lee is going to be in the game if you pre-order it. But if you don't pre-order it, which I probably won't because I never pre-order games unless it's something I really want, then I pre-order it. I don't pre-order every game out there. I don't pre-order the ones I know I want. It's just stupid to pre-order every game. I pre-order the ones I know I want. If I'm not gonna I never pre-ordered a sports game ever. I've never pre-ordered a sports game. So if you pre-order it, you get Bruce Lee first time go, first day go. But if you don't, you have to beat the game. You have to beat the season or something. You have to beat something on like the pro difficulty to unlock him. Now they're saying that he's going to be in 4 weight classes. Yes, it looks just like him with the doggone 12 pack and the muscles that he had. The muscles, I watched Popeye as a kid. The muscles that he had and his yellow shorts, whatever. Now, he's going to be in 4 weight classes. I don't know how that's possible because he wasn't no bigger than me. And I'm a small dude. So, we'll see. I just hope they don't overpower him with moves to make it so difficult to beat him. I mean, I'm pretty sure they will because it's Bruce freaking Lee. But I hope they don't overpower him where it's just pretty much impossible to beat him and unlock him. I mean, I'd be upset if they did that, but I understand why they did it. What else is coming soon? Infamous Second Son. I seen that game. Not too impressed with it. And no, it's not because of the last 2 games. It's because it's just not something I can get into. Captain America's video game he had when the first movie came out. It was a pretty good game. Well, the problem was it's too damn short. I don't like games like that. It's too damn short. See, me, I like games that'll take you roughly a week to finish. Not as soon as I get the game, I'm done with it. I was done with that game in 2 days. And that's because I slept most of the damn day that day. I just don't like games that are short. Because you're not getting any excitement out of a short game. Like Witcher 2 is long. Skyrim is long, but that's an open world game, so it's gonna be long. Yes, I still watch wrestling. I've been watching it since I was a kid, but anything you want to talk about, just let me know. Send me a message on Xbox. I'll answer. I'll respond. If it's something stupid, I'm just gonna delete it. Not even gonna take my look at it, laugh at it, and delete it. Young Blaze 81. Young Space Blaze 81. It's Young with capital letters, capital YOUNG, space bar, BLAZE 81. And yes, the B. I'm signing out and see you whenever.